Trading looks simple from the outside. You watch people on social media posting profits, showing charts, talking about strategies like it's some kind of easy game. But the moment you step into the market yourself, reality hits differently. Because trading is not just about understanding charts. It's about understanding your own mind. Have you ever experienced this? You did everything right. You analyzed the market. You waited for confirmation. You followed your strategy perfectly. And still, the trade failed. Suddenly, your confidence disappeared. Your heart started racing. A tiny move against your position felt like a disaster. That's the moment where a trader's real journey begins. Not the journey of learning indicators, but the journey of learning self-control. There was once a beginner trader who entered the market with only a small account. He placed a trade risking just a little money, thinking it would simply be a learning experience. But the moment the trade went red, panic took over. His hands started shaking. He couldn't focus. Every candle felt personal. The loss wasn't even huge, but emotionally, it felt devastating. And that's what most people never understand about trading. The market doesn't just test your strategy. It tests your emotions, your patience, your beliefs, and your identity. Many traders keep jumping from one strategy to another. New indicators, new mentors, new videos, new systems every week. But their results never really change. Why? Because the real problem usually isn't the strategy. It's the mindset behind the strategy. Inside every trader, there's an invisible wall built from fear, past failures, self-doubt, and emotional conditioning. And every time the market moves unexpectedly, that wall gets triggered. A professional trader once said, "Trading is not about predicting the market. It's about controlling yourself when the market does something unexpected." That single sentence changes everything. Because success in trading starts with self-awareness. The moment you stop fighting the market and start understanding yourself, your decisions become clearer. The fear becomes quieter. The reactions become calmer. And trading slowly transforms from emotional chaos into structured execution. That's the real road to success. Imagine flipping a coin, heads or tails, 50-50. Now imagine the coin lands on tails 3 times in a row. Most people immediately think, okay, now it has to land on heads. But probability doesn't work that way. And that exact misunderstanding destroys traders every single day. The human brain is designed to search for certainty. We want patterns. We want guarantees. We want control. But the market doesn't offer certainty. It offers probabilities. There was a trader who believed his analysis was nearly perfect. Every trade he took felt like a prediction he needed to prove right. Then came 4 losses in a row. By the 5th trade, fear completely controlled him. His breathing changed. His confidence disappeared. He hesitated at entry, and eventually he made his biggest mistake yet. Not because his strategy failed, but because emotionally, he stopped thinking in probabilities and started thinking in absolutes. That's the trap. Professional traders understand something beginners struggle to accept. A good trade can still lose, and a bad trade can still win. That's why casinos make money. A casino owner doesn't panic because someone wins a few hands. They understand that over hundreds and thousands of outcomes, their edge plays out. Trading works exactly the same way. One individual trade means almost nothing. What matters is consistency over a series of trades. But beginners attach their self-worth to every single result. If they win, they feel powerful. If they lose, they feel broken. And that emotional roller coaster destroys discipline. Trading becomes easier the moment you stop demanding certainty from the market. Because certainty does not exist here. Only probability does. And when you truly accept that, fear starts losing its grip on you. Show the same chart to 2 traders. One sees opportunity, the other sees danger. Same chart, same candles, same market. So why do they see completely different things? Because people don't see the market as it is. They see the market as they are. Every trader views charts through a mental filter, built from past experiences, emotions, beliefs, and memories. If a trader once lost money on a certain setup, their subconscious may instantly associate that setup with danger. Another trader who previously profited from the exact same setup may feel excitement and confidence. That's perception, and perception controls behavior. There was a trader who learned about a bearish chart pattern during an online course. The next day he saw something similar forming on a chart and instantly shorted the market. But the trade failed badly. Later he realized the setup wasn't fully confirmed. He ignored important details because his mind only focused on what it wanted to see. That's selective perception. The brain naturally searches for information that supports existing beliefs while ignoring anything that creates uncertainty. And in trading, that becomes dangerous. Fear changes perception. Greed changes perception. Hope changes perception. When traders are fearful, every market move looks threatening. When traders become greedy, every move looks like opportunity. That's why emotional awareness matters so much. Because until perception becomes clear, decision-making can never truly become objective. The best traders learn to observe the market without emotional distortion. Not through hope, not through fear, but through clarity. And clarity creates consistency. Every trader carries invisible beliefs into the market. Beliefs about money, beliefs about success, beliefs about failure, beliefs about being right. And most people never realize how deeply those beliefs control their decisions. Imagine a trader hearing an inner voice before every trade. This trade cannot lose. Now imagine the market moving against them. Instead of accepting the loss calmly, they remove the stop loss. Why? Because emotionally, taking the loss feels unbearable. Not financially, emotionally. There was a trader named Alex, who had a solid strategy and strong technical knowledge. But every time a trade went against him, he froze. Small losses kept turning into massive losses. One day he realized something important. Growing up, he had always been taught, never quit, never accept defeat. That belief helped him in life, but destroyed him in trading. Because in trading, accepting a small loss is not weakness, it's wisdom. Many traders subconsciously believe that losing money means they are failures. That belief creates emotional pressure, and emotional pressure creates bad decisions. Another trader constantly missed profitable opportunities because she was terrified of making mistakes. Deep inside, she believed, if I make a mistake, it means I'm not capable, so she hesitated endlessly. That's how beliefs quietly sabotage performance. Until traders identify those hidden mental patterns, they remain trapped inside them. Real growth begins when you start questioning your own beliefs. Does every loss define your intelligence? Does every mistake define your worth? Of course not. Trading becomes powerful when you stop treating losses as personal attacks and start seeing them as neutral feedback. Because changing your beliefs changes your behavior, and changing your behavior changes your results. Most traders enter the market obsessed with financial goals. I want to make money. I want financial freedom. I want to quit my job. And there's nothing wrong with ambition, but the problem begins when money becomes the only focus. There was a trader who planned every month around profit targets. He calculated how many trades he needed, how much risk to take, and how much he wanted to earn. Then came 2 losing trades. Immediately frustration took over. His focus shifted from following the process to recovering losses. That's when emotional trading began. Revenge trades, overtrading, breaking rules, and eventually the losses became even bigger. Here's the truth. Outcome-based goals create emotional pressure. Process-based goals create stability. Professional traders don't wake up asking, how much money can I make today? They ask, can I execute my system with discipline today? That shift changes everything. Because profits are not fully under your control, but your behavior is. You cannot control market movement. You cannot control volatility. You cannot control outcomes, but you can control risk management, patience, and execution. That's why the strongest goals in trading are internal goals. Discipline, consistency, emotional control, patience. When traders become process-driven instead of outcome-driven, their performance starts stabilizing naturally. And that's when real progress begins. Discipline is invisible, but it determines everything. Every trader knows the rules. The problem is not knowledge. The problem is execution under emotional pressure. There was a beginner trader who became fascinated by fast profits and exciting market moves. He learned a strategy, back-tested it, and entered the market confidently. The first trade was profitable. Excitement exploded. But the next trade went against him. Fear appeared instantly. He removed the stop loss, hoping the market would reverse. It didn't. That single emotional decision caused massive damage. Later that night, he kept asking himself, why did I break my own rules? Because discipline is not about knowing what's right. It's about doing what's right when emotions try to pull you away from it. The market constantly tempts traders. Just increase the position size this one time. Just hold a little longer. Just move the stop loss. And every emotional exception slowly destroys consistency. A professional trader once said, discipline begins where comfort ends. Because true discipline activates the moment emotions become uncomfortable. Discipline is repetitive. It's boring. It lacks excitement. But long-term success is built on boring consistency, not emotional excitement. Most traders secretly chase adrenaline. Professional traders chase execution, and that difference separates gamblers from professionals. Discipline doesn't mean you never feel fear. It means fear no longer controls your actions. That's what makes a real trader. Imagine owning a casino. Every day people walk in, some win money, some lose money, and some leave frustrated. But the casino owner stays calm. Why? Because they understand the math behind the game. They know their edge plays out over time. That's exactly how professional trading works. But beginners think differently. They believe every correct analysis should automatically produce profits. And when the market disagrees, their confidence collapses. There was a trader named Sam who studied for months before entering the market. He watched courses, tested strategies, and prepared endlessly. First trade, win. Second trade, loss. Third trade, win. Fourth trade, massive loss. Suddenly he started questioning everything. Maybe I'm not built for this. But the real issue wasn't intelligence. It was mindset. He still believed trading should reward him every time he did things correctly. But trading is probabilistic, not deterministic. You are not trading to be right every single time. You are trading because over a large series of trades, your edge gives you positive expectancy. That understanding creates emotional freedom. One trader created a rule that transformed her psychology forever. I will never judge myself based on one single trade. That's the mindset shift. Losses stop feeling personal. Wins stop creating ego. And execution becomes calmer. A probabilistic mindset allows traders to detach emotionally from outcomes. You stop trying to control results. You focus only on controlling your behavior. And ironically, that's when performance improves the most. Because calm execution beats emotional prediction every time. Trading is not just a financial skill. It's a psychological journey. The charts test your patience. The losses test your emotional stability. The uncertainty tests your mindset. And through all of it, the market constantly reveals who you really are. The traders who survive long-term are not necessarily the smartest. They are the most emotionally stable. They understand that success doesn't come from constantly being right. It comes from staying disciplined, staying aware, and staying consistent. Because in the end, trading is not about defeating the market. It's about mastering yourself.